Hey everyone, it's Ian K back again with another one for you. Up at the break of dawn and headed into BK to check out the breakfast version of their all-new Sourdough King. And just to break the monotony from the usual bacon, egg, and cheese version, let's go into the smoked double ham variant to see what that one has to offer right after we scoop it up through that drive-thru.
Hi, welcome to Burger King. My name is Sia. How may I help you today?
Yes, good morning. Peep this out. Could I go for the smoked double ham breakfast Sourdough King and that's it?
You said you want it with double ham?
You got it.
Okay, no problem. Put it on up.
Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Now, if you ask me, sourdough bread is probably one of the best breads to have for breakfast, so I'm super excited they've got a version of this one using it. Hey, good morning. Good, how you doing?
Good, there's going to be $4.48. You want to try it with double ham?
Please, yeah.
All right.
Thanks so much, we'll see ya. All right, guys, it's that smoky sourdough goodness in the morning. Let's peep this out. Well, it sure does smell like breakfast in my car here at BK this morning as we get into the all-new double ham breakfast Sourdough King. And as always, we are greeted with one of the stars of the show here on top, that toasted sourdough bread looking pretty good. Let's lift this one up and see the inside. This is supposed to have a double portion of Black Forest ham. It looks like just a couple of slices there. We've got 2 slices of cheese, some scrambled egg, and on the bottom, it's probably going to be just the bread itself again. So yes, a very simple build on this one, guys. We've got the meat, the cheese, and the egg, and it is on the inside of that toasted sourdough. So let's see what the flavor is going to be like on this one. It's the double ham breakfast Sourdough King here at BK. Let's peep out this flavor. You can definitely smell that Black Forest ham along with the toastiness of the sourdough. Let's dive in. It's the all-new double ham breakfast Sourdough King here at BK. Definitely a lot of smoky flavor in this one. And there's actually a couple of more slices of ham that were folded over in the middle after that initial close-up. But man, that is a very, very tasty breakfast sandwich, guys. I gotta admit, I'm really digging the Black Forest ham with this. The creaminess of the cheese, the scrambled egg on top of it, and the light toastiness of the top of the sourdough bread, which I'm really digging as well. It's not quite toasted on the bottom, even though it looks like it is, but the overall flavor is tasty on this. As you can see, a lot more ham than I initially thought, and while I am getting a lot more of the crunch from the sourdough bread from the very top of it, the overall flavor on this one is absolutely delicious. That fluffy egg on the bottom is very nice, and the melted cheese, of course, goes extremely well. A very hearty breakfast sandwich for sure. Fast food eggs can be a little hit or miss, but fortunately, these actually are very fluffy. They've got a very nice flavor, and you can actually taste them, which is good. They don't really taste artificial, and I'm digging that. I really like the fact that it's more like an omelet that I would probably make at home. But I have to say, overall, the smoke on that ham, guys, is pretty awesome. I never thought to have Black Forest ham on a breakfast sandwich, but it works with this, and like I said, the smoke is really coming through. Yes, sir, pretty nicely done. And like I mentioned earlier, the toastiness I'm getting is mostly from the very top layer for some reason. I guess your mileage may vary, but overall, I just wish it was just a little bit toastier just to have more of a crunch. I think that would give you just a little bit more of an authentic sourdough breakfast sandwich eating experience. But for what this is, guys, I got to admit, very, very tasty. And like I said, I'm glad they've got a version of this for breakfast using sourdough because it just seems to make sense to me. It sure is a nice portion of that smoked Black Forest ham, guys. It was a little misleading when I opened it up initially in that close-up. I thought it was just a couple of slices, but as you can see, the 2 folded over fluffy eggs in the bottom, and there's plenty of cheese on this one to go with that, and of course the sourdough bread. Just a very hearty sandwich and something I'd recommend if you're a fan of these types of things in general. This version of it should be at the top of your list. It really is pretty good. But of course, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think this all-new smoked double ham breakfast Sourdough King is the version that you're going to start out with, or are you more of a traditionalist and you're going to go with that smoked double bacon? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And as for my overall score, I'm going to have to give the smoked double ham breakfast Sourdough King here at BK a rock solid 9 out of 10. This one's already got that smoky, meaty, cheesy, eggy goodness going for it, guys. I think the only way to really improve this one is to maybe make sure the bread is just a little bit more toasted to give me just a little bit more of that crunch that I'm looking for. But aside from that, this is pretty rock solid. Definitely give this one a shot. And those are my thoughts on one of the latest breakfast Sourdough Kings here at BK as we close out another episode of Peep This Out, guys. And like I always say, got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon, in the meantime, stay frosty. If you ask me, sourdough needs to stay on the breakfast menu here at BK permanently. Just saying. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.